It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we've got the Panthers reigning league MVP, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Panthers and the Saints on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Young. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Sanders. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Sanders again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's tough right there. He went right to the teeth of the boards as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way out of it to something a little more advantageous.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is pulled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Saints at 6-4 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. And I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of service, so to speak, here in the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal, 3 of the I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And taken down just shy of the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
We always hear from coaches.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the 45 on second down, Young lets it fly for Thielen. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Young, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. From the 17, Young finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll throw again. Young. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Kamara gets it again on second down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Gets past one man. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 minutes and expect to get that done.
He was certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Young. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A 1st down throw for Young. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now here's Young. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 61 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now Sanders.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.